and I'm just here to drop you off. It's not really a download, but it's a download, but it's not. It's my experience that I had an experience today. Um, it started from last night, but it it made me want to go live, and because I got a download on top of my experience that I had. Um, so I was tapping into some energy or whatever last night. Just checking on my son. I got a 5 year old. Um, I don't know. A lot of y'all, some of y'all are new over here. Thank you for being here. The ones that know my situation with King or whatever. Um, I literally had to go through some shit when it came to my son. Um, anyway, we've been through a whole lot and we persevered through a lot. But today, I called his godparents to check on him, and to my surprise, she answered. Um, Normally, when I'm calling them, or because I already feel like that everybody is like in the midst of this sabotage shit, trying to work against somebody or whatever. But I already been picking up on that energy that they want to adopt him and stuff like that or whatever. I had to surrender King throughout this journey because I had a lot of healing to do. So I chose to heal myself and allow King's godparents to get him while I went through my little growth spurt or whatever. And in the midst of it, even before then, they used to do little shit to like trigger me or whatever. And it just wasn't working last night. Like, I didn't allow myself to be triggered. That's the whole part of this download. So I pretty much, I pretty much was challenged a little bit today, but it wasn't. I ain't take it as no challenge because I'm used to the energy of people trying to gaslight or manipulate a situation. So, I was talking to her, whatever, and I came in peace. You know what I'm saying? I came in peace or whatever. Because normally I turns up on them. Because I was like y'all. I turn up about my kids. Was turning up about my son or whatever. Hey, you guys. But mind you, I still got rights to my son. But the ancestors in the Most High will put you through a test because remember, this is a school. We're here to learn, grow, and teach. Um, I initially made shit easier for myself because I didn't come in conflict. I didn't want to fight, and overall, I don't want to fight with anybody because that's a low vibration. And I know that the Most High is on my side, full blown. So it's like when you move in a low vibration, things ain't gonna work out for you. But when you move in a high vibration, things will literally work out for you. And that's what I had to realize because at some point in time throughout my path, in the midst of the situation with King and his godparents and the courts and all that weird shit, I wasn't trying to see things from a higher perspective with that situation because this is my child we're talking about. I know I've grown. I've definitely changed a lot because the conversation with Julie went so smooth. It was like smooth sailing, but then, like at the end of the conversation, I got because she done hired a therapist and people were doing spell work on me and my son. They've been doing spell work on my baby since he was inside of me. But he's very mature, by the way. He's 5. Um, but yeah, they were doing spell work on my son and trying to stagnate a union between me and him because first and foremost, like I said, the Most High will challenge you to see how strong you are, to see if, because my tests are always with violence. Are you gonna fight these people? Are you gonna fight these people with words? Or are you gonna put your hands on these people? It wasn't nothing like that with me because I'm like, you know what? I'm in a new day and age, and I understand my path. I understand that on the external, it's always going to be some type of lower level entity to try to take you back to your old self. You know what I'm saying? So with the conversation that I had with Julie, which is King's godson, parents or whatever, one of them, because it's two of them. She was expecting for me to turn up on her like how I normally would, because I know that they hired that therapist, a therapist, y'all. But they hired that therapist to, well, we're gonna go with science, and we're gonna see what the therapist says, like a literally, because I ain't nobody finna control me. I'm not under no jurisdictions of nobody's control. So, I'm not running to the courts, and I ain't doing none of that shit. I shouldn't have to fight for my son. Here it is. I literally asked y'all, could y'all keep him while I went through the healing phase of what I was going through? Because I really was going through like the dark night of the soul, and then his dad was taking me through shit too at the same time. It was just a lot I was dealing with, but mind you, he was the hitman to set up a situation to pretty much kill me and my son, just end us. You know what I'm saying? People got paid to do certain shit to me and my son. But yeah, so at the end of the conversation, she just was like, well, I don't want to argue with you. Like, you know how people do. Like, here it is. I'm not arguing with this lady. I mean, I'm speaking highly, because I know I'm a high-ranking individual. So I didn't go low with her at all. I'm just like, I'm going to just keep it 100 with you. That's all I can do. All I can do is be my authentic self, but a lot has changed. So, no, I don't feel like I need to go to courts and fighting and all of that weird shit. I'm not doing that because this ain't no fight for me. You know what I'm saying? I said I'm done fighting with these people. Everybody. I said when you're in a low vibe, and I had to explain that to her as well. Like, I'm not finna sit here and argue with you, because arguing with you would be a low vibration. You trying to trigger me to have a bad day or something like that, and I'm past that shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to let her know, like, no, I ain't called to argue with you or nothing. I just called to check on my baby and, to see what the status is or whatever. But what I was trying to do was compromise with them, because he's been back and forth with them for a while. Because here it is, this was like 2 years ago, when I was going through my awakening and stuff like that. So the Most High and my ancestors was testing me with my attitude and how I would respond to things, and they initially was challenging me, and I had to go through the challenge because of who I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just anybody. So I literally had to learn perseverance through my attitude, through my emotions, through how I used to see things. Like, back then in low vibrations, I wasn't seeing shit clearly. Like, I want to fight. Well, let's do it then. Like, not literally fist fight, but causing chaos and shit, being in that low vibrational energy. You cannot manifest in low vibrations. And I realized that fighting with them is only going to lower my vibrations. So I'm like, what? I'm not finna fight. I don't want to fight. My new beginnings are lit right now. So it's like, I'm not about to allow anybody to trigger me off my throne. So with that being said, y'all, I initially went higher in my energy, and I didn't fuss, I didn't fight, I didn't conflict these people or whatever. I feel really good. Like, the conversation that I had with her, it just put me further into my mission. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no stagnancy here. I'm not about to fight for him. I don't need to fight for him, because he wasn't taken from me. Like, so by them hiring that therapist and me kind of stagnating the moving forward energy, because I was literally going through an awakening, and these external energies don't understand being a spiritual being, having a spiritual experience. They don't understand that. So I would literally have to jot down and break it down and explain and all that, and I ain't got none of that energy in me to be doing that unless I'm teaching. But I feel good about myself. I'm proud of myself. I feel like I could have triggered her because I wasn't triggered. Because normally that's how they get me. They get me through my emotions. They try to get me through my emotions by trying to have me in a low vibration. But I have grown a lot. I'm just really, truly proud of myself. But I was saying that because some of y'all they want to pull you back into that energy. You manifesting, okay? You're manifesting anew. You are a new person. You are a new being in this energy. So you got to show up as who you are, who you've become. You can't show up in that old energy no more, because you're not going to manifest your desires or manifest things that you want when you're in a low vibration. So with that being said, I just wanted to say, like, it's triggers out here, but when you're mastering yourself and you working on yourself, and it's like that give up energy. Like when you're strong about something, but you don't always gotta fight with the low and low. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta fight with them, even with words. Like, your battle was not with these people. Your battle ain't never been with the external. Your battle has always been within you. So I was literally going through like an inner battle within myself, because that's where my test came in at. My attitude. What was I gonna do to persevere through that energy? Not persevering through the actual situation, but persevering through how I will respond to things, or how I'm coming at an individual. Because I already had my mind set up like, these people doing this and these people doing that, whatever. You know what I'm saying? When you initially come into who you are, and you have an overstanding, I'm not going to say understanding, because you passed the understanding part of things, and you have an overstanding of what people were placed in your life to do. So they were literally placed in my life as like test dummies. They're not dumb, but I'm just saying as test dummies to test me, to trigger me, to like make me cry or make me scream on them and shit, like what you would have done a few years ago. It's out here, y'all. The triggers are out here. Be aware of them. Remember who you are right now today, and not who you used to be. They want you to be who you used to be. It makes them mad. They get upset. You triggering individuals that know you to be a triggered individual, but now you're not so much as triggered. Like you want a peace of mind, because your whole battle has been a fight. So with my energy, with my situation, my whole battle has been a fight. You know what I'm saying? And once you fully master yourself, you don't want to be fighting with nobody, because it's a low vibration to fight with anybody. You know what I'm saying? And they're out to trigger. They're out to destroy. So as soon as they trigger you, here it is, you in a low vibration now. No, you're not in high vibes. No, you want to remain in high vibes as much as you can, so that you can continue to persevere through any obstacles or challenges that's being thrown your way. So the Most High put me to the test, and I passed. And those are tests for me personally. My personal tests, because I be frustrated with myself when I go ham on. I get out of body or out of character. It frustrates me. It's not frustrating them. They happy to see you get out of character. You know what I'm saying? Because like I always teach y'all over here, the battle is within you. Even when the external is challenging you and they're testing you, how are you going to respond? That's what you got to ask yourself first. Are you going to go in a low vibration, or are you truly this high vibrational being, and you're going to remain in this energy of just moving forward, whatever, because you're not going to like everything, and everything's not going to like you. People aren't going to like you, but it's not about them. It's about you. Do you like you? You know what I'm saying? Do you love you? And if you love and you love yourself, be that for the external as well. But I'm not saying be that for your ops or people that's working against you. You got to show them different all the way around the board. So if you showing them, the Most High see you, period. You working hard. You've been working at it to keep yourself on a high frequency. So that was a story time that I wanted to just kick it with y'all for a hot second. And it's like some type of form of mastery. I feel like I was to bring it to my platform to let you guys know that it's out there. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's very important for you to be mastering yourself on your path, so that you won't get out of body, so you won't get out of character. It's like the Most High has literally opened up several different doors that were closed for you at one point because of your attitude. You know what I'm saying? So just like the Most High will allow things to happen, the Most High will stop things from happening too. You know what I'm saying? It's an equal give and take. And when you give into yourself and you doing what you're supposed to do as far as your mastery goes, because it's not about being intuitive. It's not about being gifted. It's about being mastered in your abilities, and having mastery all around the board, because that's what's very important. Um, anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. I love you guys so much. Thank you all so much for being here, and I just hope that my experience could help you moving forward.